So I cancelled then because the van was way too close. It might have stopped anyway, but it was a bit too risky to let it go there. Guys like cutting across all the lanes. So you definitely can't completely trust it yourself. You have got to be watching all the time, because I think if you weren't, you'd get into some accidents. Sort of, I don't know if it lost its lane there, but it was pulling quite a lot to the left, almost entering the other lane. So it could have gone around this Tesla, but so it's too hesitant here. It should go now, but because there's cars coming up on the right hand side, it's a little too overcautious. So again, we need to get over onto the So I made that lane change a little bit more confidently. There was a car coming up behind us. It's like if you pull into the lane, people are more willing to give way. If you just indicate and slightly start pulling over, people won't give way to you. You have to really push your way in. You did a better job of it there. You get a lot of people slightly coming into your lane to avoid merging traffic as well. It doesn't like that. So it just braked for no reason there. There was a moped coming out from the right hand side, but it was a long way away. Not totally sure why it stopped so harshly there.
100米处有接打电话和违规
I was a little bit hesitant because the light was about to turn red there. I've had several instances where it's braked harshly like that for no real apparent reason. I think it's because it thinks something's going to pull out in front, but quite often it's not going to, and it's far too far away from the vehicle to. What's this here? McLaren. With a 20-something young kid driving it. Bought with daddy's money, probably. It didn't really need to indicate we're in the middle of two lanes, but it could have just merged into either one. Now we're coming up to quite a complicated junction ahead. Be interesting to see how it does. This taxi's going to try and push in. It lets it go. It's quite a tight lane there. It's a little bit unsure of. It's going to struggle here because people are merging from both sides. You definitely don't want to be using this if you don't like annoying other drivers. So that's pretty difficult. So you've got people like that just pull straight out on you. It's very difficult for a system like this to deal with people driving like that. Okay, this is difficult. Yeah, so it did prompt on the screen to go round this car ahead because that car's turning right, but it decided not to, and it was worried about that white car pulling out on it. I'm giving it a lot of time here, but I think it actually wanted me to change manually. It could have just gone in the lane it was in, but so it struggled a little bit because there was no lane markings. If there's no lane markings in the intersection and the intersection is quite large, it can get lost between entering it and exiting.